Good afternoon, everyone. So I am the next reporter, and my topic is all about Anne Frank, Diary of a Young Girl by A. Frank. The Diary of a Young Girl, also known as the Diary of Anne Frank, journal by Anne Frank, a Jewish teenager who chronicled her family's 2 years 1942 to 1944 in hiding during the German occupation of the Netherlands during the World War II. The book was first published in 1947, 2 years after Anne's death in a concentration camp, and later became a classic of war literature. So the Diary of Anne Frank is a real-life story about the Holocaust from the World War II, written by Anne Frank. One of the greatest books that changed the world. The Diary of a Young Girl by Anne Frank was perhaps the most brilliant literary piece. Although it was written by a little girl, her diary made a huge impact around the world. The diary has now been published in more than 65 different languages and is deemed one of the most powerful books in the 20th century. With more than 25 million copies having been printed, the diary is the most widely read diary of the Holocaust, and Anne is probably the best known of Holocaust victims. Early in the Nazi regime of Adolf Hitler, Anne's father, Otto Frank, 1988 to 1980, a German businessman, took his wife and 2 daughters to live in Amsterdam in 1941. After German forces occupied the Netherlands, Anne was compelled to transfer from a public school to a Jewish one. On June 12, 1942, she received a red and white plaid diary for her 13th birthday. That day, she began writing in the book, "I hope I will be able to confide everything to you, as I have never been able to confide in anyone, and I hope you will be a great source of comfort and support." So first, what is Nazism or Nazi? Nazi is a political movement of Germany, while Nazi are the people who supported Nazism or the political movement of Germany. It is a totalitarian movement led by Adolf Hitler as head of the Nazi Party, and Hitler ordered to kill and wipe out all the Jews. That's why the Frank family is hiding in the first place. Her diary became her best friend, whom she can confide everything or say anything she wants, and her feelings, opinion, and her experiences, and her deepest secrets. She seeks comfort and support to her diary. The Franks went into hiding on July 6, 1942 in the backroom office and warehouse of Otto Frank's food products business. With the aid of a few non-Jewish friends, among them Mike Geis, who smuggled in food and other supplies, the Frank family and 4 other Jews, Hermann and August van Pels and their son Peter and Fritz Pfeiffer, lived confined to the secret annex. During this time, Anne wrote faithfully in her diary, recounting day-to-day life in hiding, from ordinary annoyances to the fear of capture. She discussed typical adolescent issues as well as her hopes for the future, which included becoming a journalist or a writer. Anne's last diary entry was written on August 1, 1944. 3 days later, the annex was discovered by the Gestapo, which was acting on a tip of Dutch informers. So Anne's father is a businessman, so they hide at the back room of their warehouse. They also have the non-Jewish friends who helped them and bought them supplies and food for them not to starve or die. Another family consisting of 3 people and a dentist also hid with the Franks. This meant that all of them hid in the small secret annex that was attached to the back of Mr. Frank's business. So what is annex? It is a actor house of the back house. It was a back extension of the house. This building was hidden. So every day, Anne wrote to her diary and discussed different things such as her feelings, her love, and sexuality, how she matured, her realization as a person, and her inner conflicts. She also planned becoming a writer or a journalist someday, until they were caught by the Gestapo, which are the German secret police under the Nazi rule. After their discovery by the Gestapo in 1944, the family was transported to concentration camps, and Anne died of typhus at Bergen-Belsen. Friends searching and the hiding place found her diary, which her father published as The Diary of a Young Girl, 1947. Precocious in style and insight, it traces her emotional growth amid adversity and is a classic of war literature. So, they are now under concentration camps, and Anne died from her illness, which is typhus. So, what is typhus? Typhus, also known as typhus fever, is a group of infectious diseases. The diseases are caused by specific types of bacterial infection. When Franz found her diary, her father published it for the world to see and named it The Diary of a Young Girl. So the summary of Anne's story, The Diary of Anne Frank, tells the story of Anne and her family's struggles while they are hiding during World War II. The family hoped to evade the Nazis because of their Jewish faith. While they are hiding in the secret annex, Anne, who is only 13, started the process of growing up and maturing, while dealing with the realities of the war and the fear of being killed. Unfortunately, after 2 years of hiding, someone reported their hiding space to the Nazis, and everyone was captured and sent to concentration camps. Anne, along with her mother and sister, did not survive, making Anne's father, Otto, the sole survivor. After the war, he spent the rest of his life publishing and talking about his daughter's work. And that's all for my report. Thank you.